Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you have a great and wonderful day. And it seems like CNN is in flames, going down, and it probably won't be a company anymore. Well, at least we hope. But it's really not doing too well, because if you fire your biggest host, then what do you have? You have nothing. And you'll get some other deranged lunatics spouting some insanity, and what do? There's not much you can do if you're CNN, because everything that they spew and bring out is just complete hogwater and BS. That is just insanity in itself. So I don't know what they're doing here, but there's been a lot of crazy stuff as of recent. So what we're going to go through here is that we're going to do this. There's something that you people need to understand. End of the line for CNN hosts. Anderson Cooper, Wolf Blitzer, and other big names may be on the chopping block. Well, let's read. It goes on to say that a new report claims that multiple big names at CNN will be let go as the network puts financial stability over famous faces. The report in touch says that Anderson Cooper, Chris Wallace, Wolf Blitzer, and Jake Tapper could all be asked as CEO Mark Thompson prepares a radical plan to cut costs. Anderson knows he's on the chopping block because he makes a whopping $20 million a year. He's already starting looking for a new gig. It's sort of described as a network insider told in touch. Chris Wallace takes $8 million and figures he's a likely target too. The source said, noting with $15 million for Blitzer and $8 million for Tapper, the cuts could make a major dent in CNN's costs. Everybody knows the focus is on cutting costs, the source said. No one is safe. The report said most contracts for major CNN hosts will not expire until November's election. CNN is trying to keep up with the news landscape and become a digital-first provider, and Touch quoted another source as saying it makes sense for them to pursue anchors who have already established a presence there, especially if TV becomes history in their portfolio, the source said. On Friday, Thompson sent a memo to staff about the changing economics of television and the need for a more sustainable economic footing for CNN. Change is never easy, but I've been struck by how many of you have come up to me or emailed me since then to say that they're up for the challenge, but want to know how and when the change is going to happen, Thompson wrote according to the New York Post. Thompson outlined a 5-part plan under the headings that included building our digital future, a global integrated multimedia news operation, future-proofing TV production, developing new sources of revenue, and communication and culture. One source, the Post called an insider, said the plan means less than it seems for the regular network. It's a 5-point plan to make 5-point plans, said source said. In other words, there's no plan, but we're really planning to make lots of plans. And rest assured, there are lots of people overseeing the planning to make plans, and Merrick is overseeing all the people planning to make plans, so don't worry, we got this totally under control. He is rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic. The Post quoted another source it did not name as saying. Last month, CNN informed employees that would not be getting the full amount of their yearly bonuses, according to the New York Post. Last year, employees received 90% of what was promised. This year, it will be in the range of 75%. The tone of the email was that it was a year of stabilization. It basically said we did really well to launch new shows and to stabilize the ship, but we can ran into some of the headwinds as the other media companies. Post quoted that what it said was an insider as saying. Now, CNN is a garbage organization. It has always been. Same thing with Fox News and all these other media outlets that are honestly garbage. Nobody should be watching them. However, CNN and MSNBC is like probably the kings of it, and if they're removing any of these hosts, it's going to be a huge hit to CNN in general, because who's going to take up the limelight around these people? And it's just, I don't see them being here. And here's another thing. They're saying that looking for new jobs or what have you, and what would those new jobs, if they're being paid $20 million a year, so far, or some will maybe $20 million a year, $15 million a year, what organization that's going to take them? Now, you could have Fox News that could be paying these people very large amounts of money, but it's weird because why would Fox News take these people? I don't know what other companies could really offer these people the same amount of income. They would have to start their own businesses or what have you in order to keep up some of the similar workflow. Because I don't think these people, these rich, insane people, are going to want to go for less than what they're going to be asking for. I don't know what organizations are really going to be paying that much. And for CNN, if they need to cut costs, in order to reach one of these guys' salaries, at the very least, they would have to cut a whole bunch of people, probably close to maybe at minimum 50 to 100 people, if not more, just to reach one of these people's salaries. Now, that's insane. Now, this is also assuming on how many people are getting these salaries. So that's saying if they're doing, like, you know, maybe if they're doing, like, if they're 100K or 200K, it would be probably less, right? Obviously, because, you know, it wouldn't be need as much to reach these people's salaries. But it's still going to be a lot of people just to reach one of these people's salaries, which means you will be working with practically nobody in order to do this, right? And then that means you have no company, because if you lay off X how many people you have in there, you're going to be working with bare bones. You have nothing to work with. So yes, one of these people, if not two of these people, are going to be on the chopping block, are going to have to be fired in order to compensate. And I don't think any of these people are going to be having a job anytime soon. MSNBC and a lot of these other companies are cutting costs. And that's just the way it is. They're not making enough money. People are not watching them, so they have to do something. And again, these people are just not going to be able to make. I don't know who's going to pay these people this half of what they want here. I could be surprised, obviously, but it's not looking too great for them. And CNN is collapsing, and they are maybe cease to be a organization at some point soon. That's just my opinion. That's just what I'm guessing. I could be wrong that they may not collapse, but it's not looking good for them. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, my friends.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted, because it's algorithmic disease, the social media.